What if one of the fastest sports on earth could be played with no hands, just serving with your foot and holding the paddle in your mouth? Now, before you say that's impossible, meet Ibrahim Hamadtou, a Paralympic table tennis player whose story might just change how you look at your own limits. Ibrahim was born in Damietta in Egypt. At 10 years old, a train accident took both of his arms above the elbow. For years, he barely left home. Life was small, closed, until one day at the youth club, while umpiring a match, a player snapped at him.
"Don't interfere! You'll never be able to play!"
And Ibrahim took that personally, because at 13, he began trying the unthinkable: reinvent table tennis for himself. First attempt, paddle under the arm. Useless. Second, between jaw and shoulder. That was even worse. And then he tried the mouth. Awkward? Sure. Painful? Definitely. But it worked. His teeth became his grip, his neck his wrist, and his shoulders became his forearm. But playing is one thing, serving is another. Ibrahim spent nearly a year learning to flick the ball up with his foot, and 3 years of daily practice before he felt like a real player. By his early 30s, he was finally starting to compete. And trust me, the competition wasn't some local newbies. In 2011, he won Team Silver at the African Championships. In 2013, he won Singles Silver at the African Championships. And then he also won medals at the Egypt Open. Then came Tokyo 2014, the World Team Championships. Invited as a guest of honor, Ibrahim rallied with Ma Long, Mizutani, and Vladimir Samsonov. But virality fades without results. And Ibrahim, he wanted the Paralympics. The path wasn't glamorous. It was long flights, cheap hotels, and endless hours between matches. In 2015, at age 43, he qualified for the Rio Olympics. First match, David Wetherill, one of the world's best. Straight games loss, 3-0. But Ibrahim wasn't finished. He studied his losses, wrote down mistakes, built drills to patch them. He worked on foot speed, practiced against able-bodied players to force fast reactions, and trained his neck and core so 2 hours at the table didn't end in headaches. 2019 brought a back scare. He withdrew, healed, and still qualified as Africa's Class 6 representative for Tokyo. At 48, he walked into the Paralympic Games again. 2 tough matches, 2 more losses. And while Ibrahim definitely wasn't winning his matches, there was one thing he was winning, and that was the heart of the people. Because yes, he loses to players with longer reach, but he also wins points nobody thought possible. And his equipment? Standard blade, standard rubbers. Just tape on the handle for grip. No, he isn't a Paralympic medalist. But medals fade. What doesn't fade is the ability to inspire millions. So the next time you think your goal is out of reach, remember Ibrahim. If you want to know how Ma Long became the greatest table tennis player of all time, make sure to check out the video on the left. If you want to know how to deal with pressure in your matches, make sure to check out the video on the right. And as always, thank you for watching, don't die, and bye-bye.